Welcome to Licensed to Thrive, navigating shortcuts and mentoring for women entrepreneurs. I'm Fran Asaro, and this is Communication is Key series, where better communication skills improve relationships and results. This segment is Don't Say Blah, Blah, Blah when you can just say blah. I don't know about you, but I was raised that we all spoke louder and longer in order to be heard at the dinner table, which I might have brought into my adult years. Does that sound familiar to you? Do you feel that you don't land the way you would like to when you're speaking with people, that you don't feel powerful enough, or that people have a listening for wanting to know what you have to say? Would you prefer that people were eager to hear what you had to say because they know there's usually value that comes from you on a regular basis? Often it's not what you have to say that is the problem, but how you're landing with people. So we're going to talk about 4 key points that will help you in that area. Did you ever have to consolidate something that you just wrote and you had to fit it inside a space with limited characters only to find out that, oh my goodness, it was probably better this way with the shortened version than it was with all those words? Well, this concept of don't say blah, blah, blah when you could just say blah really works when you're writing a blog, when you're writing a letter or an email, and especially when you're speaking. So if you want to have what you say land better, we're going to go over the 4 key points that will help you. This is something for you to improve upon, and you'll get better with time, but it's just to give you an idea of how you can get your point across and have a better listening for your audience, from your audience. So the first key point is stop and think about what you want, the point you want to make. What is it that you want to say to this person? I know that sounds silly. Most of us know that, but it doesn't always come across when we're speaking or writing. We start off and the listener doesn't know what they're listening for. So you want to address this topic and then you want to get their opinion. That might be one of your points. Okay, what you might want to do is consider drawing up an outline beforehand so that you do know what you want to talk about, what key points you want to address, and what you want the outcome to look like. And the second point is keep it clear and concise. This is where a lot of us lose our audience. You know, they're listening and they don't exactly know what they're listening for. So you might tell them right from the start, I want to bring up this key point, and then I want to talk about the obstacles that I might have, and then I'm going to ask them for their input or their opinion. That may be one way. Or you might tell them, I just need to vent. I'm not asking for any input, but I would like you to just listen to me. Or I need 5 minutes of your time so that I can get this all out, and then I want whatever you want, whether it's input or silence. But letting them know what they're listening for and to is going to make a big difference so that you can get more receptivity. And number 3 is give it a beginning and an end. If you're going to be rambling, you want to minimize that as much as you can. You may have a lot to say, that's fine. But if you're just saying things over and over again, instead of being very clear and to the point, you're going to be frustrated and they're going to be frustrated. So if you know, I'm going to start with here, I'm going to know I'm done when I say this, that's going to help. And last but not least is the reason that we're having this whole module is keep it brief. Turn your blah, blah, blah into blah. Think being elegant and concise and specific. Very, very important. I will say what's important, then allow them to speak, or I will say what's important and then stop and then go on to what's next. Let this be a compartmentalized version of what you want to say to them so that you know or they know what to do next. So the next time you want to be heard in a different light, especially if it's been something that you've been struggling with as far as people listening or valuing your opinion, remember this, that just before you begin, that while you probably have something very, very important and worthwhile to hear, the way you say it can help others feel the same way. So what you want to do is maybe get a little mantra or something before you get started and whisper to yourself, don't say blah, blah, blah when you could say blah. I heard this concept over 20 years ago, and I've been using it ever since. If it lands well, this concept, if it lands well with you, it'll be something that stays with you forever. Because I tend to do it. I just will ramble like I'm doing now, and then I have to stop myself and say, let's just get to the point, Fran. So you might want to do that before you start speaking. And I would love it if you would comment below about your results. If you're having results using this technique and this distinction, I would love to know. I think other people would love to know so that it could motivate them to do the same. If you want to receive more informative tips for women entrepreneurs, subscribe to Licensed to Thrive, and don't forget to hit the bell. And when you do, you'll get notified when the new videos come up. Also, likes and comments help as well. I want to give you as much as you want, so the more you comment and let me know what you're interested in, it helps me help you. Thanks.